Hey everyone, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan. I hope you all are well in this post-Easter time. I don't think either of us made a video last week, but we do pray for the reprieve of that nice little break post-Easter to just kind of catch our breath because it was crazy. Like 3 funerals, 2 weddings, crazy just in the span, and then Holy Week. So I want to talk about this. Mr. Rogers, I got these great little books. I'm a big Mr. Rogers fan. Kind of grew up with the guy and taught me how to tie my shoes and all those things. But this little book has a bunch of the words according to Mr. Rogers, important things to remember. And then I got like 4 of these kind of books. And this one, it's called in the little chapter section, "We Are All Neighbors." And it's just little quotes. And Mr. Rogers says this: "It's no secret that I like to get to know people, and not just the outside stuff of their lives. I like to try to understand the meaning of who people are and what they're saying to me. I like to get to know people, not just the outside stuff of their lives, but the meaning. I try to understand the meaning of who people are and what they're saying to me." It's a wild thought in this day and age. We don't do that. We don't do the empathetic thing of putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and thinking about the meaning, where they come from, all of the things that encompass that person, not just the job they work or the color of their skin or their et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, but the meaning of the person, the accepting the dignity of who they are as a child of God, that very essence of them, and seeking to know that in them. We always talk about the hobby I do or this and that, but like deep-seated understanding the whole person, to know their whole story, their whole life, and the meaning and where things are said from, where things come from, how they're said, that deep-seated portion. I think that comes a little bit, and we've lost that, and I think it's something we need to get back, is trying to deeply know other people, new people, not just those we've already known. But the question then becomes, do we actually know people? Are we trying to know people? Or are we just being polite? And I think some of it is that for my generation, we were taught stranger danger. So, to think that didn't have an impact on our adult lives would be absolutely foolish. I'd be very fascinated to know the impact it had. To think that we're, as a kid, don't talk to strangers. But now, when all of a sudden, when you're an adult, you're supposed to be able to talk to anybody, right? Be able to communicate anybody. There's no whatever. It seems a little misplaced because we've been taught for the vast majority of our developmental time that strangers were bad. But I don't believe people are inherently bad. And I think we should know people. I think we should try to get to know each other. Really get to know each other. The depths and the heights, the hurts and the celebrations, the good things, the bad things, all of it, and know where it comes from. Know the story behind the story, the meaning behind it, because that's dignity, and that's what we're supposed to do as faithful people. That's what Jesus did. He offered dignity to people. He offered a new way of being, and I think that's part of our new way of being as resurrection people, is to draw people out of the caves and the doors and the places they hide, and bring them into the light of being known, and also each of us letting ourselves be known. Authentic, real relationships with one another. That's what I pray for. That's what I hope for. That's what I hope we find and we all can celebrate in. May you all have a blessed week. Look forward to seeing you soon.